All right, before we kick things off, I want to talk about Miller Lite. It's not quite summertime in Chicago without beer and hot dogs. That's why Miller Lite and Vienna Beef are teaming up again to bring great taste to Chicago and celebrate National Hot Dog Day throughout the month of July. Miller Lite and Vienna Beef are hosting tailgates where guests will get to enjoy cold beers and free specialty hot dogs prepared by local chefs who compete to become the hot dog champion of Chicago. The tailgates will kick off on July 19th, so you already missed one. If you didn't go, hopefully you went. It was at Rizzo's Beer Garden for the Cubs Nationals game. Then don't miss the next one because they're heading to Guaranteed Rate Field on July 26th when the White Sox take on the Cubs.
We will be there.
We will be there. And we'll come to an end. Yeah, big tailgate.
I kind of feel like Dave should be one of the judges for the hot dog contest.
He's got no taste buds. And we'll come to an end on July 28th when it comes to hot dogs.
Yeah.
Otherwise he does. When it will come to an end on July 28th at Impact Field when the Chicago Dogs take on the Milwaukee Milkmen. Mid-July, the Miller's been flowing heavy in the office.
Big time.
Heavy.
Big
Chaps
time.
is here. He's having some Miller Lights. Donnie's to my right.
Hey, how are you?
He's ready to indulge in some Miller Lights this summer. And
Murray even might have himself a Miller Lite.
Murray the dog, if he's 21.
Yep.
The full schedule will be available at MillerLite.com/Vienna Beef. Go check it out. All right, Big Bang. Welcome to the Mid Show. We are joined by Chaps. We are joined by Donnie. Donnie, thank you for finding some time for us. I know you got a very busy schedule. Looking for a place?
Yeah. Yep.
But we had to bring you on to talk about the Fasoli Gate that kind of rocked the Barstool world.
I know.
For like
We had Portnoy retweeted it. Yeah. Big Cat, KFC. I knew that was going to resonate. But yeah, that whole thing happened like a year ago. And I was just laughing about it for a week. We talked about it on the Anus podcast, but then I was just laughing about it again over the weekend. I was like, I don't think I ever shared this publicly. So just decided to rehash it. And Fasoli was not happy about that.
Oh, why was he was hitting you up being like, why the fuck
I think he was like, people are going to think like I've gone Hollywood, like based on his response. But I was like, no.
Oh, no, that was a fine response.
Yeah, I was like, your response was great. Like the only bad look for you is the fact you believed that text was real at first.
Yes.
But like if that like happened to be a real text, your response was perfectly justified.
Can you lay it out for the people that aren't watching and don't know what we're talking about?
Yeah, I think we should maybe just read the text.
There we go. It's up on the screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't even though I'm not wearing shades, I still can't read that. But yeah, so we were just bored in Alaska. We had a lot of long drives. And I just told one of my friends from high school, I was like, here's Fasoli's number. Can you just like text him something weird and fuck with him?
He dominated this.
Yes. He went like way over than what I expected.
Does he know who Fasoli is? Like, does he follow Barstool?
Vaguely. Okay. But I feel like I must have been like, all right, he used to be a valet at the Lobster Trap and now he does like drone work for Barstool. I think that's all I told him. And I was just like, send him something. I thought he was just going to like send him like a 1-sentence text and Fasoli be like, who the fuck is this kid texting me? But he went above and beyond. And he said, hey, Nick, this is, and then he used the name of a real Cape Cod Times reporter.
Wow.
he looked her up. This is blank with the Cape Cod Times. We're doing a piece on the downfall of hometown heroes. We wanted to see if we could interview you for the article. We're thinking of starting with your thriving career as a valet at the famed Lobster Trap and run through the events that led to you being a failed drone pilot. If you're still local, we can meet at the Lobster Trap to get some shots of you out front. Please let me know if you're available. Thanks. And so I didn't even know my friend had sent that. And like all of a sudden Fasoli starts acting weird. And like, he comes up, he's like, dude, can you fucking believe this? He shows me the text. He's like, I've worked so hard for this job and like, this is how they're treating me. Which is just like, most people receive that text. Like in no way, shape or form is like, even if you're a bad drone operator, like I think that's still a step above just working valet, right?
Yeah. If you failed at it.
Yeah.
Sure.
And the fact that he thought just a local paper was just writing about failed hometown heroes.
Reading it like, the fuck is this?
I mean,
not
it's
failed.
so obscure and random that I can see it being believable if it's just out of the blue like that.
I'm pretty sure local newspapers, that's their job, is to highlight hometown heroes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't
right.
want to tear people down.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
want to be
yeah.
like, oh, remember the high school quarterback? He's on pills now.
Right, yeah. Homesick's actually about him.
Yeah, exactly.
But so then he like forwarded it to his whole family, and his parents were furious as well. And they looked up the name of this person, which was not a fake name. It was a real reporter.
Oh my God.
And then they're like, yeah, we're reaching out to her on LinkedIn. And then at that point I was like, oh fuck, no, I gotta tell him this was a joke. But yeah, you know,
Seeing her response would have been fucking great.
That would have been awesome.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what? No.
What the fuck are you?
yeah, I know.
What's funny is
Stick holy.
I would assume someone from this newspaper knows that this happened.
Yeah.
Maybe they got a stoolie somewhere.
Oh, yeah,
And her
definitely.
knowing that she's the like that would be.
Now they
like,
should
oh
do
my
the
God.
profile on her.
Yeah. Exactly.
Who's this guy from Cape
Yeah.
Cod that
Prank
caused such a
victims.
stir?
You gotta.
Yeah,
Exactly.
we should read his
Yeah.
response. This is what he was going to send her. I don't know who you are, but this is an incredibly rude text to send to someone.
True.
I worked at the Lobster Trap for 6 years as a valet and made it out of Bourne, Mass. to go live in New York City, and I currently work at the biggest media company in the United States. I am no failed drone pilot. My work is displayed throughout hundreds of videos on a major network that has more followers than the Cape Cod Times does. That's true.
That is very true.
Yeah. You sent me this message and I was droning in Alaska while you're sitting there cold calling and making outlandish takes. Now, the sad thing is that my friend was sitting in an office making cold calls.
I want to see this as like Colonel Jessup from A Few Good Men said it.
Yeah.
I'm doing drone videos in Alaska.
He started off sounding like Liam Neeson and Taken. I don't know
Yeah.
who you
I've got
are.
a greater responsibility than you could possibly fathom.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but you can take my name off any list you have for this so-called piece because I've made more of my life than anyone my age ever did from that town.
Boom. Shots fired at his hometown, though.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
maybe he was mad I shared that.
He
'cause,
sounded like he made it
yeah.
out of Compton.
I mean, Bourne, Mass is like a fine town. Yeah.
People make
I
it
mean,
out.
I mean, yeah, like Cape Cod does have some very rough spots. I don't think Bourne is one of them,
Oh,
but
yeah,
who
there's-
knows?
HBO did a doc about them.
Yeah, it's called like Heroin
Yeah,
USA,
It was crazy. It was very sad.
Cape Cod.
The Nick Fasoli story.
Yeah. So
Untold.
once I told my friend that like Fasoli and his family were freaking out, he felt very bad.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have fucking ate that up and told all the fellas at the lunch in the lunch line.
Yes.
We need like a web redemption where they actually write a high profile
Did,
article on him.
did your friend respond to that text?
No, he was like workshopping that text, I think, with his family, and they were going to send it. But like Fasoli and I think his dad tried calling my friend. My friend's like, I'm getting a lot of phone calls right now. What is going on?
You know the big winner is here? The Lobster Trap.
Oh, yeah.
It's on my list. I want to try it now.
Yeah,
Sounds
it
good.
is.
Yeah, it is
pretty shitty.
awesome.
Yeah, it's good.
The owner of the Lobster Trap, I was like, I'm going to be back up in Massachusetts over the 4th of July. I would love to come visit. I'm just a little worried because it's like a 1 hour drive from my house. And I was like, I don't want to get too drunk and then have to like drive an hour home. And he's like, don't worry about it. I'll get you a free place to stay for the night. And he just booked me a hotel at like a local resort on the beach.
Wow.
Very good.
That's a nice little parlay right there.
Yeah.
Break
And the-
Fasoli with you and have like him shoot a drone video of you having a meal.
and I actually did run into Fasoli there.
Have him valet
Oh,
your car.
really?
Yeah. Because I told him I was going to be there, so he came through. But Lobster Trap's my favorite seafood restaurant.
Oh,
Really?
no shit.
Oh, so
the
it's
world.
good.
Yeah, they do like
in the world.
they do
damn.
a tuna pad thai that is like incredible. It's like a really rare tuna on pad thai. They do a like swordfish Big Mac that is incredible.
I can see that being
They make
really
these
good.
beef Thai sticks that are like better than any sort of like beef Thai sticks I've had at a Thai restaurant.
Sounds good. The
Yeah,
trap
yeah.
sounds good. The crazy thing is this happened and Fasoli just kind of went. Nobody's seen him. He's usually
AWOL.
yeah. I think he might be in New York or something. But did
Yeah.
he respond much on Twitter?
He's droning.
He shared his drone highlight reel, which is
You got to drop that on there.
yes.
Genius.
Does this look like a failed drone pilot to you, bub?
Yeah, and like when Dave retweeted, he was like, "See, this is why I didn't want you to share it." But I think Dave saw that and liked it because he saw how much pride Fasoli takes in working.
What, has Dave not
working
seen
for
his
Barstool.
leg?
His what? Oh yeah,
He's got the Viva tattoo on his leg.
The Viva
You
tattoo?
would think
Yeah.
that maybe Dave would.
I'm
already
surprised
know
Dave
that.
didn't hire the guy based off the text message charade.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
I
so
would-
perfectly
yeah, he would probably
crafted.
work here, and we could.
It was
he could
just
he could
douchey
troll
enough
people.
to get a
I'm
get a response.
I'm calling Zupi in here because Zupi and Fasoli are like a tandem. I
Yeah,
feel.
yeah.
So maybe he's got. So we're breaking down the lobster trap drone
Gate.
pilot fiasco.
Have you talked to Fasoli since I reshared that?
When did you reshare that?
I talked to Fasoli yesterday. He's in good spirits.
Okay,
Good,
good.
good,
good.
good.
He's in
Good.
good spirits. He hasn't been here. He's out shooting some stuff right now, but he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm happy to hear.
I will
that.
say Zupi was pumping his tires to me the other day. He's our best drone guy. He's like an unbelievable
No, he's
drone pilot.
a very talented guy.
Yeah.
Very talented
Yeah.
guy. I got his back.
Yeah, obviously.
You did.
Yeah,
You did have his
definitely.
back. That's why I brought you. This is the redemption arc of the story.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I was his roommate for a year, so that's my guy. Gotta go to bat for him for sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'll go to bat for him too.
I will too.
He's
Me too,
A
yeah.
hard worker. He is our best drone operator, but I don't know how many drone operators we have at the company.
I got
but
another
he's the
question
best.
about that Alaska trip.
Yes.
So we did like a sailing video, and Fasoli was the camera guy for it.
Yeah.
He said that he went swimming at a glacier where the water, what did he say, -30,
Yeah,
negative
negative
40,
30.
like, and I'm like, buddy, that's ice. Like
He
that's-
told me about this.
Yeah,
Negative
He said
30
that all you
water?
guys were
That's what he
making
said.
fun of him.
Yeah.
Water,
No.
if it's moving fast enough,
I am
can
on
be below
Fasoli's
freezing.
side here. The guy we were with explained that yes, the pool in the glacier was below freezing, but I don't know the science behind how that's possible. But that is what we were told, and I think it is somehow possible.
How
If
could
the water's moving
But
fast
he said it's a
enough.
pool.
No, I know.
It is a pool. The water was not moving very fast. Somehow it gets below freezing without freezing.
That
I
can't.
don't know.
that
Is it like those
can't
water
be.
bottles where you put it in the freezer and it doesn't look frozen, and then you shake it and it does freeze, like with movement? Like,
I have the guy
How
who,
does that
who
work?
told
But
us
in the end,
on Instagram.
like,
I should
have you
ask
ever
him if
jumped
he
in
can
a
call in.
pool that's like 65 degrees in the beginning of summer? That's
Yeah.
fucking freezing water. That's like cold. And yeah, like
That's not cold compared to the
no,
water we were in.
that's what I'm saying. -30, like your body, your skin would burn on contact. I feel like
right.
it would
All
burn
right.
off the flesh.
I'm on ScienceDaily.com here, and it says the property of water that is most fascinating is that you can cool it down well below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and it still remains a liquid. And then it said liquid water as cold as -40 Celsius has been found in clouds, not in glaciers.
Let's see.
And that's -40
I'm calling the
Celsius
guy
too.
who took us to the glacial
That's like a
pool. I don't know
Okay.
if he's going to pick up.
It would be great if you did. I've been wondering about this for months.
Ron from Dive, Alaska.
I feel like you run into a lot of Rons.
His entire
Donnie runs into a
business
lot
is
of
just
characters.
free diving up in Alaska. That was probably one of the coolest things I've done, though. Oh no, he did not pick up. But
Damn.
Shoot him in text and see if we'll get back to
Fasoli
you.
was wearing a dry suit, so he's like floating around. He couldn't really maneuver, so he's kind of just like floating on his back. But he stayed completely dry. He didn't. And then I was just wearing a thick wetsuit where
Okay.
you get wet, but eventually it warms you up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't have anything on my face, so like my eyebrows were freezing and shit.
Jesus.
No
Yeah.
sunglasses.
No shades. Yeah, I'm trying to.
Big announcement.
Yeah, huge announcement. I've been trying to phase them out around the office in New York for a while because it's just super annoying. Like we always have cameras. They're filming for stool scenes, and like
Yeah.
guys used to just like painstakingly like blur out my eyes if I appeared in like the background of like a stool scenes video. And yeah, it's not worth it at all. I mean, I like first started wearing them in the vids because I was like, eventually I'm gonna have to move back to the US and get like a real job. So it might be good to like kind of not disclose my identity. But now that I have like a full-time job, I think I'll still probably wear them in a lot of the travel videos just because it's become such like a part of the brand.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't want to worry about like having to just wear them around the office all the time.
I also feel like you've been doing this job for like 10 years now. Like when was that first, like you're teaching English to students in China?
That was like
doing like the Gronk spike and all that.
The end of 2012 or 2013. And then I started working at Barstool 2017.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, PFT phased out the shades because he was doing live streams all the time, and he was just had to watch sports while wearing sunglasses, and he was like, "This is horrible for my eyes," and it just like sucks.
Yeah. You should just wear like how Robin has it from Batman. It's like the blind handkerchief with the eye slits.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah,
I like that. What is that? Hamburglar rock set look
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
The Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, Donnie. Thanks for popping in. I know you got.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not leaving till Saturday evening, so
We'll
we'll
see
see
you
When are
around.
you going to be here full time, you think?
maybe August 25th or something.
Okay, end of August.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
If you guys want to go surfing the Chicago River again,
I didn't do it last time.
Yeah,
I'd
you
love
didn't
to do it. Yeah.
Dave did it.
Yeah.
Classic.
It was a lot of fun. I was so fucking sore the next day and beat to shit. I had bruises
a lot
all
of
over
fun.
me.
And you finally lived up to the bet that you made.
That is true. No, not
Can you
enough
pull
people
up
talk
that
to
clip?
That
That's-
wasn't a bet.
Yeah, pull up the clip of Dave jumping the river, and then like
filming, but filming.
it's not a
himself.
good look for his hair as he's getting out.
Well,
But
There was like a dirty condom on his forehead. After
Yeah,
jumping in the
there
Chicago
was
River.
plenty of garbage.
That was a great video.
yeah.
There it is. You're like, yeah.
oh, this is when he.
Yeah, and I tried to sneak it by you, and I didn't.
Is this where you hand him the camera?
No, that was when I was surfing. I handed him
Dude, you
the
could-
GoPro, and he
in
was
the river.
You could feel the fucking slime of the
Yeah.
like when you got out of the river. It was so fucking nasty.
I thought this hair video was going to be worse than that.
Yeah, no, that actually.
You got plenty of coverage there.
I love the video when he puts the camera in
Yeah, you
his
dropped
face.
some LBs.
Yeah,
since
when
then.
he was using a
That's the best part
GoPro,
of
and
the
I was
video.
like, "You have to get this sick shot of me surfing," and he was just filming the top of his head and just staring into the.
I mean,
into
the
camera lens.
GoPro was fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's the fight in the dock.
Yeah. I filmed some epic shots of Dave with the GoPro. He generously offered to do the same for me.
You want to give
I
it a go?
don't know if
Give
it's
GoPro?
earlier or
Yeah.
not.
Put it around your wrist though, because this thing will sink.
Is it going just?
Yeah, let it go. It's going at the moment. I'm gonna go way out and take it back in.
We're gonna have some awesome footage, y'all.
He was like, "I got it." Dave knew how to use the GoPro. That's right. When I had my longest ride of the day, Dave was blissfully unaware. He was holding the camera back, slowly filming the
Treading water like that's not easy either.
You're wearing a life jacket.
Yeah, it's still not easy. The seas were angry that day, my friends.
It looks pretty calm.
It's glass.
This is gonna be awesome footage line for me.
I was just pissed in the water. Don't tell Donnie or Dante or anybody else. Especially Dente.
Dave's a man of honor, though. I my face about it.
Were you filming me?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm filming you. Filming when I was coming in?
Yeah.
Luckily, our competent
It's so funny.
was able to capture
That's so
a few more
funny.
shots of him flying.
All right, Donnie. Thank you. Oh,
This is
fuck.
also when we abducted Tom Lay.
This
Yeah,
is when
same
we,
trip.
yeah, Tom Lay was out here for this video and this video only, and he never went back to New York.
Did you edit this, Tom?
It was pretty nuts. No, Donnie actually.
Oh, did he?
Donnie edits all his videos for the most part, right?
That's a classic moment. That moment deserved another
did.
encore.
That was.
That was-
I don't think I've seen that one.
I think that was the
No.
first day I met White Sox. They
Truly met White Sox.
Donnie's like, wait,
No,
were you,
like, total.
did you get
It
that?
was such a
Yeah.
genuine interaction too. Like, are you sure you shot me? Because you were pointing it this way. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I think so.
We're getting awesome footage.
That's
I
really.
just held it how he handed it to me.
That's like
But
really.
you smiling and having a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's perfect.
And then when he talked to the camera, he pointed it the
Yeah.
correct direction. Like that's a microcosm too of what makes Barstool so great. Because any other job, it's like, what the fuck? Like we got to
Yeah.
redo the shot. That's like that's
that's
better.
the highlight of the video.
That's a good
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
We also have like those moments that you're like, you son of a bitch. Like, what are you
dude.
doing?
What's going on? Unreal, Dave. That's a classic moment. All right, have you guys been to Alaska? Have you been?
No, I was actually supposed to go the year COVID hit. I had like whole family vacation
Oh, wow.
lined up there.
I've wanted to go since I was like 6 years old. When I was a kid, my favorite movie was White Fang. The whole thing takes place up there. I've been dying to go. I'd love to go to Alaska.
You don't like Mystery Alaska?
I don't think that's that good of a movie. No.
I think
Oh,
it
I'm
kind
a
of stinks.
huge Alaska show fan. Like
He's talking. You've seen the hockey
yeah,
movie?
I've seen it. But like the Last Alaskans, Alaskan Bush people, I'm into all that.
What's the one I'm thinking of?
Alaskan bullworm.
No,
Mountain Men.
it's like something like Below Zero.
Oh, Life Below Zero?
Below Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got into that for like maybe a weekend when they had a marathon.
I will say it's a little uncomfortable when they start shooting like seals and stuff.
You just gotta live. You gotta
You
survive.
do. I understand.
Yeah. Seal
And it
blubber.
is weird
You're
that-
gonna live a long time on seal blubber.
Can you?
I think so.
I know you can have a hell of a
Calorie
candle.
dense.
Make yourself a hell of a candle.
Yeah. Oh, that too. Yeah.
I love candles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scented.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Fresh laundry scent. That's the best one.
I like the apple cinnamon.
I like that in the fall. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to mix it up for season.
I like
You?
a cedar guy.
Do I like candles?
I've been Alaska. Is that
No,
is that
no.
on a list for you? Because I feel like it would not be.
I mean, I want to go everywhere, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, for the most
To a
part.
degree, yeah.
So
I don't
yeah,
see you being a sled dog.
I would like to go in the summer.
doing the Iditarod.
I mean, if they're pulling me around,
Yeah.
give them a couple pets.
I have a buddy who he went like deep into the interior and did a bear hunt up there and he got like, he and his friend got 2 black bears and they had like all this like bear meat. It's actually kind of delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think if they just gorge on like blueberries, then the meat
Yep.
kind of gets sweet.
There's lots of wild
Yeah.
blueberry places.
Now, question: polar bears. They're basically only by the ice caps, correct?
Only north.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't like
Very
venture
far
into
north.
town. So like, one's not going to walk up to your backyard.
I mean,
Those
you
are the
could,
meanest bears,
like,
right?
Global warming.
Yeah.
I would think that they are venturing in places to get more food.
They're the only animal that will hunt, stalk, and kill humans.
Yeah, if it's white, good night.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
it?
But they
Brown
look
get
cute.
down. They do, especially on those Coca-Cola
Yeah.
commercials. Yeah.
The
Is that confirmed? Brown lie down, back flight back, black fight back,
Yeah. Brown.
white good night.
Correct.
That's correct.
Yep.
Okay, because I know people dispute the first two.
I'm pretty sure polar bears are like by far the biggest of the bears.
There's
too.
actually a crazy video on YouTube. If you
They
can
are the
pull it up.
biggest.
by far, right? Like
Polar bears are.
Yeah, they're
What
very,
about
very
a
big.
short-faced bear? You know what that is?
Short.
I know what that. I know what the
Wow.
short-faced bear is.
Went
They're
extinct, thank
yeah.
God.
Oh.
But it was like 15 feet tall.
Of a guy who's like in a
Oh,
clear
look kind of like a
ball.
pig too, right? Like
Ugly
bear
face.
pig mix.
Yeah, man bear pig.
Yeah.
Told you it was real.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
You know what man bear pig is?
I know it's from South Park.
All right, I'm proud of you.
Got him. Try to find that video, Lance. There's this guy. He's like in a clear ball, and this polar bear is just trying his hardest to get in. It's crazy.
Oh, the clear ball.
Yes,
yeah,
have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it. Where it's
Wild.
almost like a shark cage, but for bears.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there, and you could tell that he's legitimately
I've never seen this.
terrified.
He's terrified, and the bear is like no
Getting
joke.
close.
Yes,
The-
and he wants that fucking
oh
meat.
yeah, and if he gets in,
Yeah.
Oh, your meat.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he's fuck. Yeah, there it is. Look at this polar bear. Oh, here's Donnie.
I have the Alaska guy on the phone.
Perfect.
You want him to explain?
Yeah, we could pause the polar bear video.
Okay.
Alaska guy is on the line.
Okay, don't make me get into the science of it.
Wow.
Oh, whoa.
That's why you're here.
I know what the computer says on my wrist.
All right.
It has to do with the fact that there's like the water's super clean, so there's like ice has to form around dust, right, or something. And
I believe
the
that.
water is very clean, and so there's nothing for the ice to form on. But I don't think that like water has to be ice until like something ridiculous, like negative 50 Celsius.
Okay.
Like that's where it like structurally is gonna do that.
It's sort of like I think they can grow diamonds, but they have to like start with something for the diamonds to grow on. So maybe like
Yeah, it's I think they refer to it as a seed.
a seed. So there are no ice seeds in the glacial water.
Interesting.
It's clean and pure enough. It's still there, and it's not like 0 degrees Fahrenheit, right? It's 30, 31, 29, 28.
Which makes
Fahrenheit,
sense. Yes.
but
yeah, I've heard.
Titanic.
Okay. So yeah, just
That's where I
like
got
a
it from.
few degrees below freezing.
which is still fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's different than Fasoli saying negative 30.
Under
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
32.
Very, very different.
Yeah.
But you met me, man. I'm not a science guy.
No. All right. Well, thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, that was probably the dumbest thing I'm going to say this week out loud, but the way I explained that. But
glad you did it for thousands of people.
Anything else I probably would have argued with, but when he said dust, I was like, I'm in. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Shout out Captain Ron.
Fasoli's been stacking up W's.
No, he was so wrong.
I think that's an L for Fasoli.
That's an L. Well, how cold is he claiming it was then? The guy on the phone.
-30.
Yeah, no, the guy on the phone.
29:30.
Thank you.
Above. So
Above.
yeah. So like 1 or
okay.
2 degrees below freezing.
Which is
Okay, yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, but he's
60
gone
degree
through
difference.
it. I think we should let him have that he
Yeah.
swam in
Yeah.
negative 30 degree weather.
We'll just say he's 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would have been 2. This
Right.
is yeah.
Just it's a clean
it's
slate.
a push.
That's a good fact though.
Good.
I'm
It
glad
is.
that guy had the fact.
Yeah, because I had no idea how to explain how that's possible, but it is.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Thank you, Donnie.
Thank you, Donald.
I saw this video, not to take away from the polar bear one, but there was this video of this baby hippo. It was like a hippo, probably like a toddler hippo, like not super old or anything like that. Definitely not full grown.
Preteen.
Well, some lions had eaten the dying mother. Like the mother was dying and they were eating it up. One of the lions came over to try to get the baby hippo too. The baby hippo looks over, grabs the tiger or grabs the lion by the mouth and smashes its head with like nothing.
Like a watermelon? Like, have you seen those?
It's just like crack, and you could just the lion dies.
I heard they can chomp alligators in half with their bite.
I think that other than like mosquitoes, hippos kill more humans than any
hippos
animal.
and water buffalo, I want to say, in Africa.
Yeah, I know it's hippos the
yeah.
number one like
Yeah.
aggressive.
And they can fucking move too.
Oh yeah, they can. Have you seen
those,
them in water?
Those videos where they're going after somebody in like a canoe, or a little motorboat.
They don't look like they should be. Able to
When
like that.
Za and fucking Donnie were going in there.
Yes, that's the craziest thing Donnie's ever done.
He was far enough where
I don't know.
He was
though.
like,
I don't know, man. They start getting going. Like,
I know. You
got to
get out
getting out of the water.
They're like Michael Phelps.
And
in
then
the
they could
water.
chase you on the ground too. It's not like you get out of the water like and you're alligators. Where I grew up in Florida, it was the same thing. Like you get out of water and run, they can still catch you. Out of water.
Can I say something ridiculous? I think I could be okay with an alligator.
That is ridiculous.
I think like if you could just juke them side to side, like they don't move side to side very well.
I don't think you're really in any danger of an alligator trying to chase you down. And growing up in Florida, you're not scared of them.
Right.
Like, I used to swim in a place called Black Creek all the time. And I was telling my kid about it the other day. Like, we would ride our bikes, jump off the dock into the water, and we just made so much noise splashing that you weren't nervous about them coming up. And now I think about if my kids were trying to go swim in alligator water, I'm like, Mom, what were you letting me do?
For real.
I mean, I guess I turned out okay.
Yeah.
But
isn't there? How far away are they?
They're in the same body of water. That's too close for me.
Agreed.
I mean, it looks like it.
Yeah. See, he's.
It's not that far. I think the video it doesn't show like the depth perception as well. Because that doesn't seem like it'd be that far. I bet Donnie could probably throw a baseball from one bank to the other.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, that's.
Would you do this, Dave?
No, I don't like getting wet.
That's the reason.
Yeah. That's the reason.
Not the deadly animal, but they're always like they're never fully submerged, are they? That you can always see them.
Oh
coming?
yeah.
Oh
No.
yeah.
they do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
that.
they'll go.
You see them at aquariums and shit.
Oh,
They
then
can go hang out at the bottom for a long time.
Yeah, see, what if one
Yeah,
just
for
took
like
a good
a
underwater
long
swim?
time.
So
Look
Donnie,
that up.
so Donnie
Look
wouldn't
up
know
how
if it was
long-
coming.
I
Look up
think
how
it's
long a
like
hippo can hold
I
its
think
breath.
it's like 20 minutes or some like crazy.
20 minutes feels like a lot.
No, I think he's right. I think he's.
So you can get pulled down from the ankle.
I think it's a long time. It might be even more than
5 minutes. I think you
we're-
guys are thinking dolphins.
See,
No, I was
that,
thinking something. There's some other land creature that goes underwater for like 20 minutes at a time.
and then hippo could make it to him in what, a minute?
There? I
less.
bet. Yeah, I would bet under a minute.
Yeah,
You'd never fucking know.
yeah.
You would never know.
Definitely not 5 minutes. Wouldn't take 5 minutes to swim across.
Right. So even like when you were a kid, like drinking and you were going through lagoons and swamps, like there was no fear.
None.
That's crazy.
Have you seen that video of the golfer?
Yeah, that's what I.
Where he's like going in there and he gets bit by on the.
No, like you have there's a gator just like camped on the side of some body of water on a golf course, and one golfer walks up like He's looking at his ball and he sees
Oh, he
it.
slaps it?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
guy comes in and just gives a little love tap.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be the love tap guy.
No, I wouldn't love tap them. But
Okay.
I mean, I would go swimming in places and
Yeah.
know that they were there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How about now? Aren't they finding crocodiles in Florida?
Yeah, there's the big problem is the big anacondas.
Yeah.
the pythons.
I get targeted Instagram ads for all that, all those guys.
They found
they pay big money for that.
and they just found the biggest one they've ever gotten. Like
How big?
I don't remember. I don't want
Did it try to kill Ice Cube and J-Lo?
The dude grabbed it. I swear to God, its hand was like, or its head was like as big as my thigh.
And it was just in a body of water?
Enormous. Just sitting on the side. The dude like jumps on top of it, and he has the head of it in two hands. And I think it was actually blocked recently, like where the body starts to wrap around itself, and all the guy's friends like come and get it off. Dog, that's the last thing I would want to do is messing with those pythons.
There's one.
Can we get that lens?
It was I think it was a dude. This might have been Australia actually, but crocodile nevertheless. Little dog. He jumps in after the crocodile. You don't see the dog yet, and he comes out from underwater after like 20 seconds. And it was a little like Shih Tzu or something.
Holy shit.
Oh my
dude.
God.
It's a python.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Non-venomous, Ed.
Gotcha.
They just strangle you to death. They crush your
Oh,
bones.
they're straight muscle.
So anacondas too, or no?
No, it's
I think it's
pythons.
pythons.
It's pythons in Florida, yeah.
And now they didn't used to be. This is a new phenomenon.
Yeah, it didn't used to be that way.
People had them as
They're
pets,
they're
right?
It was all these,
invasive,
these rich dudes, and they get sick of them and release them, and then they breed, and they don't have a natural predator,
But
so they just breed like fucking crazy.
And the Everglades is the
Kill
perfect
everything.
environment
Yeah.
for them too.
How many are we talking? Like
It's like they pay you. It's so bad that the state of Florida will pay you if you
Like,
come with
yeah.
like their heads or whatever. They give you
Really?
money.
Think what I'm thinking, Ed?
Swamp
go down
people.
for that. I'll stick. I know they were. I think it was like Will County or Kane County. They were paying you like $50 for a pair of coyote ears here.
Oh,
really?
That's pretty regular. And when I was in
That's
college,
my parents' count as cane.
Yeah.
they would pay you $70 a coyote pelt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So they're trying to get that. Those
My
fuckers
buddies
out
would
of
come
here.
back from
We
hunting
should get
trips.
into
with
that little
just-
side hustle.
Not bad.
I got a bow.
Yeah.
They're quick though. Those
Yeah.
fuckers.
That makes it more
Coyotes?
fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Dave,
I mean,
Dave almost ran one down.
Yeah, you can pull that one up. I missed that thing's head by fucking 1 inch, and I'm
coyote?
still pissed about it.
How
yeah.
prevalent are the boars though in Texas?
Oh, big time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I'm supposed to do with Sydney. I'm pissed at her for it.
Yeah. The hog chopping
I
would be
am.
incredible, man.
Yeah.
Because there's some farms down there. When I worked at the dog school, for example, we had hundreds of working dogs that were around, and they were outside every day, like going on their breaks, doing training, doing all kinds of stuff. And you would go out into middle of the field like the next morning, and it would be like baseball field size fields that are way bigger, probably 10, 15 baseball fields together, just completely like rutted through, like destroyed.
Really?
And they would
caused
do this
millions in damage.
They do this stuff on big farms where it ruins entire crops for like a season. So they have these helicopters that'll go around. I actually
mow 'em
got
down.
like recruited before I worked at Barstool to do this, like where different farmers would pay you to go up in a little bird, like a little helicopter. They open up the door, and lots of them. That's why I said it was surprising that M4s is what you guys were going to do, or with AR-15s, because typically they'll have like light machine guns that are mowing these.
It was a semi-automatic that
Yeah,
I saw, so I assumed M4.
but bigger caliber typically than a AR-15 would use, and they'll kind of stock it where they'll put meat out for them to get or whatever, and
Yeah.
then they go out and just will blast the shit.
I
out of
heard
them.
their meat's not very good.
It's
It's
not.
awful, and it's ate up with like worms. You can't eat it.
Yeah,
Well,
you
they're
just kill them
useless.
and let them rot and
Yeah,
turn
it's
into
disgusting.
fertilizer.
Are they
Yeah.
good for anything?
No, they're not. It's like it's pig size or huge hog size rats.
Like
essentially.
300-pound fucking
And
rats.
like you see one in that field, are they fucking you up?
Dude, when we first moved there, I had to tell my kid not to go into the woods by a house. There, we went on a walk behind our neighborhood on this trail that had like the power lines. You know, like if you could look down and see the power
Yeah.
lines for a long way. We were walking down there. There's a Rottweiler that had been gorged to death. Like it was just completely destroyed, and you could just tell it was a Rottweiler head. But the pigs had just completely destroyed it, and they are scary when you see them with like their tusk out, and
They're ugly.
They will mess
yeah.
you up. Yeah,
Like
Really?
going all sorts of jagged directions.
yeah.
And you're not going to hunt these anymore?
No, we are. She said mid-July, and then I talked to her last week. She said
And
mid-August.
Cons did not take your spot on that trip?
You never seen hog chopping? Hog chopping?
She's
at
done
all?
it once. She's done it on video.
I've seen her do it.
It was like
before.
one of her very first videos with us, so I don't think it got the eyeballs it would now. But she did that, and I texted her and me. I'm like, hey, if you ever do this again, like, I want in. Like, I need to do this.
Has that won an award for like an environment thing?
I don't know if they're giving out awards
Hog
for it, but
slaughter?
it's
Yeah.
very necessary.
Do you know what won an environmental award was the new field turf, because they're old tires.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So whoever like had the idea to like shred tires and
Yeah,
make them
playgrounds
into
and stuff,
yes.
too.
Yeah.
They're like
It's everywhere now,
like,
yeah.
You guys have like they get like an environmental award, and now I think they're finding out that there's like a cancer thing with the,
I'm sure.
with the tires. So,
What doesn't though?
Yeah.
Win
What's-
some, lose some.
What's good is bad. What's bad is
I'm here
good.
for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly. Hey, Game Time, the exclusive ticketing partner of Barstool Sports, created by fans for fans. Game Time is a ticketing app that makes it easier than ever to score last-minute deals on tickets to sports, concerts, and shows, and they guarantee the lowest price. You dip into the Game Time yet?
Take the family to a Cubs
I
game.
haven't. I don't
Okay.
think I've actually utilized it myself.
Okay, good. You're in the perfect city to do it.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Plenty.
I have been looking through like my Spotify list and seeing who's all coming, like Chris Stapleton. I know he's on. I'm going to be hitting him up for sure.
Good. It's all possible, chaps. With the Game Time app, the biggest last-minute price drops can be found on the seats you thought you could never buy. It takes 2 taps in 10 seconds as well, and once you buy your tickets, they're delivered directly to your phone. No printer needed. The app also allows you to easily share your tickets with friends via text, so you can get into the game seamlessly. Skip the hassle and enjoy the moment. Download the Game Time app or go to the website. Enter your email and redeem code MID for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. So yeah,
It's a couple of beers right there.
$20.
I might use it for Lala this year. Lala's got a good lineup.
I'm using it Saturday for Cubs.
Cubs?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. Shout out to Game Time. Is there anything else like that? Like that's so savagely
Oh, that you're allowed to kill things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There
mean,
is
the river carp, the Japanese.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Asian carp?
The
Asian carp.
Yeah.
There's a couple of invasive species like that, which is good business, man. Like if you are a dude that just likes to hang out, or a chick, if you like to hang out and just kill things, go down to Florida, kill you some pythons. I mean, that's
honestly-
a good time.
I feel like that one is also like the hog thing, whatever. Like here, it's like an unfair advantage. I feel like the pythons can just hunt you right back.
Yeah.
So it makes you feel a little bit better about it.
I would love to do that. It would be tough too because you're not like
I
hog
hate
hunting.
snakes.
I don't mind snakes. The hog hunting, you're guaranteed kills. I feel like you gotta
You're
go.
basically guaranteed for those pythons with as many as
Are they that bad?
They're that bad, man. They're
Oh, shit.
everywhere.
How far north do they get in Florida? Is it like secluded to the Everglades?
I think it goes about central Florida,
Like Orlando?
Ocala. Yeah, Ocala,
Okay.
Orlando area.
Interesting. So this says the Burmese python in the Everglades was introduced by hurricane damage.
Oh.
Yeah, they got out of
breeding
people's house.
facilities.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So I'm sure some people were dicks and just
Yeah.
released them, but the hurricane is what really did it in.
I mean, that's
What's-
way more fun than Uber driving as like a side gig.
Yeah.
Actually, Craig McDonald. He plays Reg Macworthy in Eastbound and Down. He's in all those
Oh,
movies
yeah.
with
Uh-huh.
like Steve Carell and shit. He just did they're on season 2. It's a pretty funny show. What's the name of it? Where we interviewed him because of this show. Where he goes to Florida
Oh yeah.
and hunts the pythons.
Yeah. I don't think there's been a season 2.
No, they
is?
announced season 2. I don't think it's aired yet, but they did announce season 2, yeah.
It's on like Peacock or something.
Yeah, it's on Peacock.
I can't think of the name of it, but
This
yeah,
is-
he's a snake hunter.
This is awesome. There's a whole list of them.
I would
What-
do
what
this
other
with you and
animals
Sydney.
are
Do you
on
want to
there?
do this with Sydney?
What in the copter?
What other animals? What are you saying? What other animals are?
You nailed the. I don't know why the boar's not on here, but there's this a cane toad in Florida and Hawaii. They pose a threat to animals since they're toxic.
Okay.
So looking out for a spotted lanternfly, a rusty crayfish.
Oh, the lanternfly that people go around. That's the one people go around with like a water bottle and they'll put it on a tree and suck them up. And once they get into a park, they like destroy trees.
Oh, really?
Is that the one where it looks like the spider webs?
I'm not sure. I know it looks like a little moth. It's on like the tree and they just
Suck 'em
There's
off.
one. Now that's been granted years and years since I've been there, but my great grandparents lived in eastern PA, Allentown area, and I remember we would be driving there, and there was some form of it was a moth or something that it would put like spider webs on the trees and just fucking kill the tree because the tree couldn't get sunlight. It was so thick. It looked like spider webs, but it wasn't a spider web. It was some invasive something.
Isn't there a deer in Hawaii that's on that list too?
I don't see a deer, but I see the emerald ash borer. It threatens to severely reduce or eliminate the ash lumber industry of the U.S., which is worth an estimated value of $25.1 billion per year.
Jeez.
They'll come at you for that shit. Africanized bee. How about murder hornets? Those fuckers disappeared quick.
Yeah.
That was like
got killed off.
But I also feel like if they had any other name, it wouldn't have been on the top of the New York Post.
True. There's a bird.
It's a
on
good
here.
name though. If you want people to pay attention.
Brother, I blogged it.
Yeah.
I guarantee
That's a good click one.
Yep.
Yeah. Fascinating stuff.
Yeah. Wildlife ed. Used to sleep in forest reserves.
Would you walk around with a gun in Texas?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. I never really felt
That's probably a question you receive a lot from Yankees like us, right?
No, it's actually the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's like, oh, everybody's got guns in Texas.
No.
And everyone's
I do think a lot of folks carry. I didn't know a lot of people that did like an everyday carry like you see on the news. I'm sure in circles that there are folks like that. I definitely do know
I'm talking more for hog protection than like...
Oh, no, I wasn't under constant threat of hog. No.
But even like you
well, I mean, it killed a fucking Rottweiler.
True,
You saw a dismembered body.
I'm
Like,
more concerned about hawks with Baby Dale.
Oh.
Putting him in a little hawk jacket.
Yeah.
I do remember when Jessica Simpson's dog got smoked by a hawk.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And it was a Chihuahua too, wasn't
I
it?
think yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Did they kill it?
I don't think I remember this.
Like picked up?
Picked up and
Dropped?
Yeah, she like did a video.
Yeah.
This is a long time ago.
Dude, what a horrifying thing. If your animal just gets attacked like that, there's nothing you could do.
Just an eagle come by and snatching up Baby Dale out of the backyard.
Lunch.
Yeah.
I'd be distraught.
Yeah.
I think it's more common than you think. Not hawks in specific, but...
Yeah, I remember because I'm from Kane County. That was definitely a thing with the coyotes.
Yeah, the little
coyotes
dogs. Yeah,
get the little dogs.
Like once a summer, someone in Wheaton or Warrenville it'd be on the local papers
Yeah.
and shit because their dog get
You
eaten by coyote. Actually, on Thanksgiving Day, like 6 years ago, Guinness, my dad's dog, we let him out the backyard. My dad lives right on the edge of a giant. It's a science place, but his backyard borders up to just vast prairie everywhere. And on Thanksgiving Day, like 2015, 16, 17-ish, we let my dad's dog out. He's got I don't know, he's probably 70 pounds. He's a bigger dog. And my dog takes off after coyote, and they tried to trap him. So when the other coyote took off, my dog took off, and they cut him off. And then we got out there. I was watching the whole thing and just, caused a bunch of noise, and they ran off. Nothing happened, but they will go after small dogs.
Sure. Definitely will. You can always hear them howling at my parents' house too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I showed you the video of P-22. Remember that?
No.
The Hollywood mountain lion?
Oh.
You ever hear that P-22?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a mountain lion that lived in LA. They chipped it so they like knew its whereabouts and whatnot. And like as it was getting older, like they caught it on video. Like this guy was just a dog walker, and like one of the little dogs had like drifted back, and one was in front, and P-22 just
stalking it.
Just snatched it.
P-22. You got to expect that from
Yeah.
P-22 though.
They put him
Head on a swivel.
They put him to death.
R.I.P. P-22.
Yeah. It was a big deal.
Did you ever hear about Din Din?
No.
Din Din was a penguin. Excuse me. Sorry for that.
Still a penguin.
Is a penguin who, whenever they had the World Cup in Brazil, and they did a profile on him, and Dan and I, Big Cat, talked about him for a while because it was like a 15-minute profile on this dude that had a relationship with a penguin named Din Din, and he had gone back to the same beach to meet with this dude Ricardo for like 25 years, and they're like best penguin buds. Like, and the guy had pictures with him with the same penguin for years over and over again.
I could get a penguin.
They
look like affable little animals.
Yeah.
That is a way to get to do well on like Tinder. This is me and my pal Din Din.
Have you,
Yo, Mr. Popper?
Have you seen that clip? I can't remember what show it was on, but one of those nature shows.
Natural Geographic. I know exactly what you're about to say. The baseball bat arms.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. It's an all-time
but
great
it, like,
nature clip.
breaks your fucking heart though.
What is it?
So penguins are monogamous typically.
Typically, unless your wife is a hoe.
A trifling hoe like this one was. So the daddy penguin comes home and sees the mommy penguins banging the mailman penguin, and they come to blows. And the the imposter penguin beat the shit out of the dad penguin,
bleeding everywhere.
Oh, blood everywhere. They have like a bone that goes through the top of, and they just club each other like in rapid like it's like and it's like baseball bat arms. You got to pull up this. Yeah.
Oh my god.
The narration's hilarious too.
But it's like this guy had built his nest.
Yeah.
He was out getting food for.
They're trying to gouge each other's eyes.
Yeah.
That was upsetting.
That's what I mean. I know.
We need to have like a little warning before.
That's where I was like,
you watch this all the time?
No, but when Dave was like, I could have a penguin, and penguins are great. I'm like, I don't know, penguins are kind of fucking assholes.
That's one penguin.
I think they're known.
They
as
let him walk
assholes.
around the shed aquarium.
Yeah, they're cute.
Those are domesticated penguins.
That put a damper on my day. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know. I think about it all the time.
That really brought me down a peg.
It's like you can't even believe in true love anymore.
I don't.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go file for divorce?
I might.
I think you might be obligated to at that point.
If I go home today and somebody slaps the shit out of me with a baseball bat bone, we're done for sure.
I see another penguin in my house.
Eye gouging.
Yeah. That part's brutal for both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you win, you lost, you're still blind. Is the penguin pussy that good? Can't be.
Did you see her?
Yeah, she
That's kind of
had nice tits there.
Yeah.
She had nice little penguin tits there going, nice perky. You know.
It's a nice penguin for sure.
I heard she makes a nice sashimi.
Yeah.
Cleans the
Possibly.
kitchen immaculately.
David.
Wow.
What?
You're being
Sexist.
Why'd you have to say kitchen? Mm-hmm. Just could have said the pool.
The den.
Yeah.
After me, of course.
Or you could just say that she has a nice job and a good degree.
Yeah.
She might.
Great personality. She's funny. Yeah.
Well, what she's bad at
She likes
is
sports.
being a homemaker, which is what women are supposed to be.
wow.
Welcome.
We're gonna
Chaps.
get misogyny. PETA's gonna be on us probably.
Pete can suck my
Classic
balls.
Barstool.
Disavow.
I disavow.
Chaps.
PETA?
No, disavow. White Sox, Dave.
Unfortunately, I'm have to. Yeah.
It's fine.
We all
I've been
disavow.
disavowed before.
Yeah.
We all-
He'll be back. He'll be back tomorrow.
It's a temporary disavow.
Yes.
It's a disavow for the remainder of this show,
Okay.
I would
yes.
say.
Good. Good,
You
good.
can just extend it the whole day.
Yeah.
That's probably wise.
We'll do 2 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
What time is
It's
it?
2:30.
Perfect. Oh, it's over.
Eastern time.
Welcome back,
Dave. Are you gonna dip into the Chicago sports scene at all? What are you thinking?
Yeah, McCartney actually was talking to me about if we were allowed to switch teams again. So
Because you went from
I think
what?
McCartney is allowed to. I don't think I will, but McCartney moving to a new city before middle school, if they pick up like the Bears or the Cubs or the White Sox, I think I have to be fine with that.
Don't pick up the White Sox.
Yeah.
That'd be bad father. Like,
Well,
Good time to
they
get
were
in.
born into a Jaguars family, so
But they're on the up and
that
up.
is true.
true.
Yeah. What about, you going to try to get into hockey? Can I guide you for that?
Yeah, I would like to learn about hockey.
Okay.
Right now, I just explain the rules like it's soccer on ice.
We got time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's basically it, though, right?
I've said that kind of before to me.
I think
Offsides is the same.
they have offsides, but it's much different.
Oh.
But we'll get there. We got
Okay.
plenty of time. We got 82 games.
I
this year.
tried to a couple years ago when I first started at Barstool. Actually, I got the NHL game.
You're the Devils guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so
I
I
remember
just
that.
did like the random thing, and it ended up being the Devils. And I wanted to learn the sport because everybody gets so amped during playoff time, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching. I could feel the energy of the crowd, but other than that, I don't really know what's going on.
Well, and weren't the Devils good that year?
No, I think they were. Oh no, they did make the playoffs
Yeah.
that year.
Well, they had that guy Taylor Hall won the MVP.
Yeah, Taylor Hall
Guess
was
where
very
he
good.
plays now?
Oh, Chicago. Huh?
Yeah.
And you just got the number 1 overall pick.
Correct.
Now, do they go minor league like baseball, or do they go straight to the show?
Most guys go minor league. This guy he'll be the best
Straight
player
to
on
the show.
team.
Oh, really?
On the first day.
And he looks like a baby.
He is a
baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
How is
looks
he?
older than him.
He doesn't look like strong though.
If you see other pictures, you'll be
Like shirtless? Is there
Yeah,
shirtless?
like
Can we
there's-
find him shirtless?
He just turned 18,
Yes.
Chaps, like 3
I-
days
Oh,
ago.
let's leave it off.
No.
Oh, he's
Good.
18.
He's
Well,
18.
no, I don't want to do
The
that.
shirtless
no.
pics might
That's
be
fucking
pre-18.
gross.
Yeah, that's true. Like
Yes.
when he's at the combine, you're like, oh, he's
Yes.
yoked. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
You're off topic, but kind of on topic since you brought up the Devils. Frank the Tank doesn't get enough credit for wearing a shirt and tie to Devils games once in a while.
Yeah.
What a move.
Yeah.
he classes it up for playoffs. Yeah.
You ever seen him wear the shirt and tie?
Yeah.
It's a business trip.
Yeah, it is. He's there for
Apparently,
a W.
he's like on the verge of getting banned from Citi Field? He had a
no,
video about that yesterday.
Clem brought that up on the
They
the
can't
rundown.
do that. There will be revolts in the street.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there people would be
He's
pissed.
the voice
They
of the
would be.
fans.
Yeah. Except for the people who have season tickets in the section in front of him.
Does he have season tickets?
I think he has like a block.
They gotta just kind of move him around. I feel like.
But some people
He should be able
do.
to expense it, honestly. Like with the
His
amount of
season
content
tickets?
that comes from Frank at games, he should be able to expense season tickets
He
to
looks
whatever
12.
sport.
Can you find the shirt and tie, Frank the Tank?
Yeah, he does look. He looks young.
I mean, he's only 17 in that picture.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be like the
so good.
Victor Wembanyama of
I think he'll
hockey,
be
right?
I think he'll have a better career than Victor Wembanyama.
Really?
Yeah. I
Wow, he's that good.
do. Yeah.
More so than the Hughes guy that got
Yes.
drafted by the Devils.
Yeah. Hughes is awesome. I think Bedard's better than Hughes.
What about McDavid?
He won't be as good as McDavid.
Nobody is though.
Nobody
right?
is.
Yeah.
He's the best player I've ever seen. So, but he's, but it's the fact that you asked that question and it's not a ridiculous
That's
question.
all the hockey player names I know
Yeah.
too.
Well, we'll work on that.
Are you sticking with the Spurs or no?
I never really liked the Spurs.
Oh, no?
No.
That's your one like actual pro sports team in that town.
But I'm not like, I lived in San Antonio. I'm not like a San Antonio head.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Like when I was leaving San Antonio, I actually texted the ZBT folks. I was like, I don't know if I'll ever come back to this city ever again.
Really?
Like I guess because I didn't grow up there, and
Yeah.
the friend group that I really had all moved away too, because it was like military was where I had all my friends there. So it's not like I am going to be missing.
Now,
Yeah.
do people deeply care about the Spurs there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so even when they were bad, there's still Spurs bars that are like packed out, people watching the game, because it's the only thing that they
Only
have.
show in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 107.5 the Spur. We're gonna and like they talk about the Spurs for
They
4
do.
hours.
They
like the
talk
sports
about
stations.
it. Yeah. Even when they're awful. But now it sucks. It does suck leaving as this generational
Yeah.
guy comes.
Yeah, it does suck.
Because the last couple years, it hasn't even really been worth going to a game or bringing like my kids or anything.
Yeah. And
They
you
just
gotta
extended
stick.
the coach too, right?
Yeah.
Pop,
Pop got like a
yeah.
5-year extension. I thought he was going to be done.
I
Yeah,
figured that
right?
too. Why?
Yeah.
Well, you got-
It was
you got
odd,
Wembanyama.
though.
How long's he been there? 25 years now?
He's been there forever.
I don't remember anyone else because he
Yeah.
was there
Dunk-
with like
Duncan
David
and
Robinson.
Robinson, yeah.
And Duncan got drafted, I think, in 98.
And Rodman and
then-
Kerr.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it was
Yeah.
98, and he was there for a couple years before. So he's
Yeah.
been there a great.
Like
Like he
30
was with
that's
years.
that's 25
like
right
the Sean
there. Yeah.
Elliott. Like I think that David Robinson, Sean Elliott, NBA Jam duo. I think Pop was.
And that
probably
was
there
one of their best jerseys too, with
Oh,
like
it's
the
awesome. Like the
Mexican
teal,
colors on the
yeah.
the teal. When they do
Yeah.
flashback or throwbacks,
They should just bring those back full time.
They should.
They will
Their
come.
jerseys now ain't bad though.
And it matches
They're
the city.
plain,
The
though.
city has that
Yeah.
color vibe. It's not like a black and gray city. It's a very vibrant
Yeah.
Mexican inspired city.
My
Black and
sister
gray
said that
always
city
plays,
was
though.
awesome. She loved
I
it.
hate it. I think that was a big reason why, honestly, I never got super into them.
You think if they kept the same colors, you would have been?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
Oh,
I think it makes
really?
it. Yeah, because I have beard dandruff. I don't like to wear black.
Fair.
That is fair.
Yeah,
Fair.
people don't have the courage to say that out loud. I do. I don't like wearing black because I have beard dandruff.
picture
sometimes.
of Frank the Tank wearing a
It
shirt and
used to
tie
be
at
his
a Devils game.
Used to be his profile picture. Well, it's if we could find it.
He scrubs them after it's done because he doesn't want it to be content. It's just for business. It's not,
And I respect that.
he's not some kind of animal.
Yeah.
It's not a
Are you
try
talking
hard.
about like when he's in like the Mets jacket, the Allow Me to Be Frank?
No, it's all right. Don't worry about it. You're gonna stick with the Jags though. You have to personally.
Yeah, until I die. Yeah. The only way I wouldn't, and this is a promise. If the Jags ever leave Jacksonville, I'm going to have this skin removed. Not just like the tattoo. I'm going to do it where it's like a skin graft on
Like
the inside.
T2.
Where it could never happen. Because if they ever left the city, like there used to be big rumors that I don't ever think it was in danger of happening, but they would be dead to me. And I've told
That's
like
rightfully so.
Shad Khan's son, Tony, I've told him, if you guys ever leave, you're dead to me. Like forever.
And he was like, "Okay, we'll
Yeah,
cancel
like,
those."
well,
Are there
yeah.
any outward like social media people that are also Jags fans? Because I feel like I've never met a single one other than you.
Yeah, there's a lot on Twitter.
Actually, the Tedeschi trucks are. They're Jacksonville people.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they wear
Paul McCartney, Jags guy.
Why Paul McCartney?
Because he went to his first NFL game in London and loved it. So he
okay,
wears
okay.
when he's on TMZ or whatever, a lot of times he's wearing like a Jags hat.
Really?
You never seen him with the Brunel jersey on?
I don't think I I don't think
That
I
sounds
have.
like Bortles era.
Yeah,
McCartney's
I mean,
a huge Fred Taylor guy. He won't shut up about
Fred Taylor,
him.
Division
Natron
III.
means business.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
that was a great nickname.
I think it's the greatest nickname that Berman ever did.
That was a Berman one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Natron
that's a-
means business.
Yeah.
Who is it? Sorry.
Natron Means.
Oh,
I think he played for the Chargers,
He's
too.
a Chargers guy, too, yeah.
Yeah. Like when the Chargers went to the Super Bowl against the 49ers, I think they're
And he played like half running back, half fullback.
Yeah.
He was one of the last ones that wore
The
the
big-
big visor
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
the black visor.
they draw though, right? Like they sell out. No.
The Jags?
Yeah.
They didn't sell out. No. They didn't sell out whenever they were poor, but whenever they're good, like the home field advantage when Jacksonville is good is very, very good.
Yeah.
Like when they played to get into the playoffs, it was the Titans versus Jags to get into the playoff, that Sunday night football game. That stadium was unbelievable. Like you could feel the ground moving.
Yeah.
With
Feels
how,
like they should be good for a little while now.
I think they will be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most excited I've ever been about the Jags ever because of
Is it because you have a franchise quarterback?
the franchise quarterback, but also the offense. Like the skill players are good. Christian Kirk, you have Evan Ingram, Calvin Ridley, ETN. Yeah,
I
there's
forgot they had ETN.
almost like every player on the
Studs.
first team is good.
Yeah.
Like not just good for Jacksonville, but like good.
I don't want to dampen your spirits at all. I feel like I would always be worried about Mahomes, Allen.
Sure.
Burrow.
Yeah, it's a bad time to be good for your first
Yeah.
time, but I think that
Can win that division forever, though.
I think the division
Sniffs like Jim Kelly.
Yeah. Jim Kelly, imagine being any AFC team and be like, we have to go through that
Yeah.
every
But
year.
if you told me I have to pick you win one Super Bowl or you can make it to 4 in a row.
Oh,
Give me the one.
I don't know, man. I think that 4 defeats in a row would kill
me.
But knowing that you are going to be at least top 2 best teams for 4 years in a row after I've never experienced even a Super Bowl run, never
Yeah.
gotten to the Super Bowl.
You almost had that one where the Patriots shit down your
Was
throat.
it 96?
No. The one with Bortles.
Oh yeah, where
Portnoy was just laughing behind.
where Miles
They
Jack
should've
wasn't
won
down.
that game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They blew it in the last couple minutes.
No, we didn't blow it.
You got robbed.
It was a very bad whistle because if that ball's picked up, when Miles Jack picks up the fumble and runs it back for a touchdown, he never was even close to being down, and they called him down and brought it back.
And you can't, yeah.
And then after that, they still had the ball. It was a first down. So it was either a touchdown our way or Patriots first down. It was Patriots first down, not a touchdown our way. That would have brought us up. I think we'd have been up 18 with 6 minutes to go or
it'd
some
be
shit like
over.
that. It would have been over. We would have been into the Super Bowl and played the Eagles. We
That
should
was
have.
2018, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
2018,
that was the
17.
Nick Foles,
17.
right? Yeah.
17? 17, 18, yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Yep.
That was when my Patriots hatred was full throttle, and I wanted the Jags to win that game so bad, and I just saw Portnoy's face behind you.
That was so shitty, man. Because I was so happy, to have that team wasn't good either. They really went on a hot streak at the end.
Defense was good.
The defense was good.
Yeah.
They were pretty good, but the offense wasn't good. They just lucked into a lot. The defense created 5 turnovers like they did against the Steelers in the playoffs, 5 interceptions.
Yep.
So they were really good, but the team was so young. And to think that they were going, I thought they were going to be around for a long time and Bortles would be the weakness.
Yeah.
But then they
He was
completely
too
broke
much
that
of a
up.
weakness.
Yeah, we could all cheers to wasting Allen Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Yeah,
that
we
was-
also wasted him.
Yeah. And so did the Rams.
Yeah, so did the Rams.
He'll be forgotten too. And he was really good
He
player.
was a really good
Very
player.
good receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good receiver.
But a lot of the Jags, not his fault because he got drafted there. Him willingly coming to Chicago when they didn't have a quarterback,
Yeah.
that's on him.
Get that money.
Yeah, get the
Yeah,
money.
I mean, I don't blame him at
Yeah.
all, but that's his fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
but-
picked to come here.
But
That first year was
his career, his first year was great. I would argue with people all the time about how he's a legit number 1, top 10.
Yeah.
wide
Oh,
receiver.
yeah, he was awesome.
Definitely
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah, 100%. But then it seemed like, all right, he got out of the muck with the Bears. He's going to Stafford and the Rams. Things would get
fell
better,
off
and
a
it just
cliff.
never did.
Because he was wide receiver 3.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they fell off. after
Big
it
time.
too. They had a weird year.
Yeah.
Really weird year last year. So I don't know.
Where is he now? He went somewhere else, I thought, right?
Didn't he go to Carolina?
That's Musi Muhammad you're thinking of.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. It's only 29 still.
But still, he didn't go to a world beater there either.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
He should have.
Should have went back to
He
Jacksonville.
should have went back to Jacksonville. That would have been a perfect reunion.
They sent an offer. I know that.
Did they? Mm-hmm. Are you? So you're all in on your guy,
On
Lawrence?
Trevor?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it does. I mean, Chief's right. Like, it does suck having Burrow right now.
Yeah.
I don't think Allen. I think Allen will be out of that top tier this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be Burrow, Mahomes, Lawrence.
Yeah.
I think that's your top three that you got.
And then what's his face in San Diego?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he does. He
throws up
choked
stinkers.
against
He throws up
Jacksonville.
stinkers. Yeah.
He was hurt most of last year, too.
That lead that they lost, I think it was
28-3. Like,
I think it was 31-3.
Didn't he have 4 picks in the first half, right?
Trevor?
Yeah.
5.
5. Yeah.
Weaker division too for Trevor.
Yeah.
You know, so that helps as well.
Yeah, it does. But they got all new quarterbacks too. Bryce Young in Houston.
I think he's.
And they got Anthony Richards. I think he's going to be terrible.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I think Bryce Young's going to get broken in half.
Yeah.
I just don't. Why would you? Kyler Murray didn't get broken in half.
But he's an athlete, though.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a
not
He's
the
just
same.
short.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got escapability. Young's
not
like
really.
he's not a runner
He's
really.
a pocket quarterback.
Yeah,
He's like a
he can
thinner
use
Drew
his
Brees.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good comp. Drew Brees is thick.
Yeah. And he's not. Young's
Right.
not.
What did
Yeah.
he weigh in at 193?
Something like
he had
that.
sand in his pockets or something.
No, and then Titans. Meh.
Yeah. I think they're on the down spiral.
Yeah.
What do you predominantly San Antonio Cowboys or Texans? Cowboys, I assume.
Cowboys with by like I would say 90-10.
Really?
Yeah, it's not even close.
Gotcha. I figure maybe there would be like some.
I mean, you
fuck
rarely go,
Dallas.
like any of the sporting goods stores. They'll have like 5 or 6 Texan hats, and then the rest of it's Cowboy stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think about our guy?
Fields?
Yeah.
I think he could be good. I don't know if he's ever going to be like an elite quarterback. I think he's going to be one of those guys that has you kind of in purgatory for a bit.
Ooh, I don't like
Really?
the sound of that.
Yeah, I think you're going to be. I think I could see him being. You guys being an 8-win to 11-win for the next.
We will see this year. It's make or break
Yeah.
for him.
It's like the NFC is kind of the opposite. I actually think that I'm a big believer in Fields. I think we all are. I think that he could be in like the top 2 in the NFC.
Really?
Like him and Hurts could be like
I mean,
the
he's
guys.
really talented.
Yeah.
If he could be an average thrower of the football with his
Yeah.
legs, he could do a lot of damage.
He makes throws that not like a small handful of people in the league can make.
Yeah, but he makes those throws, but the throws that are most quarterbacks can make consistently, he doesn't make those.
I'm
he can
hoping-
make the insane throw, but he doesn't make the consistent
Like the
throws that
third
you
and
need.
four.
We'll see. He's got
Yeah.
a rebuilt offensive line. I mean, he was running for his life every single drop back, and it's like not 3-step, hit a slant.
Which is even worse when you're a scrambler too, because then you're just like, okay, well now I got to scramble it.
Well, he did that in the second half, and then they started winning games and like putting up 30 points. It was like 5
That's
straight
not
games,
sustainable.
right?
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that forever.
You don't.
I'm bullish on him this year. I think it's gonna be a fun year and a good year.
I hope so. It'd
Yeah.
be great to live in a city that the team is doing great. I mean, I think
We don't got any others.
Yeah, and you'll see. Like it's people go nuts.
there's a Bears town, huh?
Yeah, it's a Bears
more
town for sure.
Yeah.
So even if the Bears are good, the Bulls are good, the Blackhawks are good, Cubs good, White Sox.
It's always
a Bears
Bears.
town?
It's always
Bears are the
Bears.
king.
Bears
yeah.
than Cubs, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Bears, Cubs,
Bulls.
If they're all good, I would say Bulls are third.
probably Bulls are 3 if they're all good for
but
sure.
They had that little run with Derrick Rose, and other than that,
Yeah.
since Jordan, that's been abysmal.
It's been bleak.
You think it'll come back in a big way? That's how I feel about Jacksonville with Trevor, because it was like Jags mania when Burnell was there and they were getting to AFC Championship games and being pretty good year in, year out.
I did tweet this out this morning, like which Chicago team is closest, not like who will win, but like who's closest. And it was Bears 47, Hawks were at basically 33, Bulls are 7.5, Cubs are 12.5, and I only 4 teams in a poll. Sorry.
I mean, the White Sox don't deserve to make that point.
I agree.
Weren't you high on them before the year though?
No.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah.
He was fake high on him this year.
You talked yourself into being high. You had opening day.
Yeah,
high.
You got to do that.
Yeah,
though.
it was same. It was just generic like Fandom season starting high, not what I was the last 3-4 years.
Well, let me ask you one more time. Sorry to go back to football. What I said, we did Titus's show this week too. And what I keep going back to about Fields is I think he's going to be really good. I think he's going to be like, get you to the playoffs, win some playoff games. Now, is he Super Bowl winning good? I don't know. That's really hard to do. Like, there's only like 4 guys who do that.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, is he that? Is he Super Bowl winning good?
Yeah.
I think so too.
I think so. I do. I think the only way he doesn't is if Mahomes is just Mahomes for the next 15 years. Like Mahomes is that much better than everybody else.
He's so good, dude.
He's the best
Trevor,
ever.
I think Trevor's really good. I think Herbert's really good. I think Burrow's really good. But Mahomes is just on a different planet. And they all say it too. Like they all know it.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by Rodgers too this year.
I am too.
It's going to be.
It could be a disaster.
Yeah, it just feels that way, right?
It does have It's
got a little stink.
It almost feels a little bit like remember when the Lakers had like Shaq and Gary Payton and Karl Malone, where you like the big cities getting the big dicks, and now we're ready to go.
Tom's like squirming over there with this conversation,
and Rodgers is actually like, "Hey, I actually don't care."
Yeah, exactly.
I was just pulling out the fonts.
Even like the little the Hard Knocks thing. It's like you got.
What do you think about that?
I think that's kind of bullshit.
So if you missed it, Hard Knocks said it's going to be a little different this year. The Jets aren't allowing them access to like cutting players and whatnot because they say it's not humane. I know you
pussies.
I knew that take was coming.
Yeah.
You pussies.
I agree. I think it's a pussy take.
I
this
do
is
too.
the business that you're in.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like when people used to complain that
it's
they
not.
didn't want to have their conversations with Dave like on Barstool Radio. Who gives a fuck if you want to? This is the job you signed up for.
It's a reality show.
It's not.
Why not, Tom?
They didn't sign up to put it on HBO.
If you're in the NFL, you automatically are. The NFL tells you we're coming. Is that you're not allowed to say no to Hard Knocks, right? At all?
I think there's
you're
like
not. That's why the Jets are doing this.
Right.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say no.
I think it's misguided. I think these players who get cut get more publicity and people rally. Like, I still know that fucking Cajuste guy, the guy who did crystals.
Rocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he played in Cleveland tight end. I would have never known that guy.
Yep.
Devin
John
Cajuste,
Connor?
guy I still know.
The fullback, and they call him the Terminator, and he just would put his head down and just run straight on kickoffs.
How about
Could go on and on.
the little linebacker from the Lions last year from Oklahoma State? Remember him? He was a rookie last year, but he was just flying around.
Yeah.
He had a Hispanic name. I'm blanking on it right now, but it was like that guy comes on your screen on Thanksgiving. You're like, oh, fucking good for
There
that
he
guy.
is. Yeah, there he is.
5th round pick. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you never make it to another spot in the league, your last moment playing football is people being like, you actually weren't that good.
And let me tell you this too, HBO is going to find a way around it.
Oh yeah.
What they're going to do is they're going to show him
They're gonna
walking
be
into
in
the
the
room,
parking lot.
Yeah, and then they're going to show the black screen. He got cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
they're
it's
gonna have dudes like walking out with a blanket like Linus, and
and it's going to be way more depressing. You're not going to see like the human element of the coach, how bad they feel, and how like some coaches.
Yeah, it's colder in a way.
yeah,
Agreed.
it does show how much these guys care too, right? Like I feel like that makes it good for your sport when it's not just the money aspect, but the competitive nature is them wanting to continue to play.
Agreed.
There was one. It was from this. I think it was when I forget. It was Rex Ryan, and the one with the Terminator. Who was he coaching for then? When Rex Ryan
was with the Jets.
Was he with the Jets?
Yeah.
So okay, so
Well,
they're
they
backing
had
up.
Danny Woodhead too. Like remember Danny?
That's right. That's right. They did. But there was one
cut
scene
him.
I remember. He was like Polynesian. He played at BYU. He had like a last name that was the entire alphabet. I remember. But Rex Ryan sees him in practice, just practice, and he goes, "Who the fuck is that? Is the worst offensive lineman I have ever fucking seen." It was something very blatant like that, saying this guy fucking sucks, and he was mic'd up. I was like, that's a little harsh, but it's kind of awesome. Like I ate
But
it
it's
up.
real, and that's what that's what the fans like is
little access.
I mean, anything mic'd up, I don't care what sport it is. If I don't know anything about it and it's an athlete in the middle of it and they're mic'd up or the coach is mic'd up, I'll watch that clip.
Yeah.
I've always said that they should do like one game a year as a test for any sport, but no announcers, but
Just the
everybody's
sounds of the game.
Everybody's mic'd up.
Yep.
So like you can I don't know.
Why doesn't baseball do this? They need to grow the game, right? Get 2 1990s steroid juice heads with big fat chaws in their mouth. Have them, on the Peyton cast, and then mic up every ounce of the field.
And put it on HBO.
The
So there's no
shit that is talked in those dugouts.
Yep.
It's not the image they
It's
want.
crazy.
Or at least have it as a extra
pussies.
option. Like maybe
Right.
don't put it on Fox, but stream it.
No, do it. Yeah, stream it or do it on Amazon Prime,
ESPN two, ESPN
Right.
News, whatever. If you
But-
had that, or if you did the MLB package, you
Yeah.
can pick which broadcast you want. You want the Cubs broadcast or you want the Brewers. If you could do it, I want the sounds of the dugout. Brother, sign me up.
Yeah. And and put it on some place where
That'd be
there's
great
no
for clicks,
beats
too. My
Just-
God.
Oh yeah.
It would be. Oh my God.
Carolina word.
Yeah, baby.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
think MLB should do this and not even tell it, like kind of like a Truman Show type deal where they just mic everything and cameras everywhere and
You
none
have
of the players
so many
know.
guys-
I
They
don't
would
know.
canceled in a
I think I got a hot
That would
take.
be- That's probably why they don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You'd have to do it on the
someone's
delay.
got to grow a ball sack and stop this cancel culture bullshit.
You tell
True.
me. Here's my take.
Thank you, Chaps.
There you go.
That's it. That's all it comes down to. I think
It'd be must-watch TV.
I think baseball players just. I don't think the dugouts are as interesting as you say
I don't
anymore.
think so either.
They're not. We got this generation. Who
Hockey
wore-
would probably be the
it's
best.
a-
I
Yes,
think hockey
dude.
would too.
We got
It-
this generation who wore those necklaces.
It
and
Like
happened.
the line shifts in hockey, you'd be like, you see the motherfucker.
Yeah.
It happened
And the way
when
they
we-
talk to.
Have
when
you ever
we
seen
were,
the
like,
clips where
growing
they
up.
have a guy the mic'd up with a player and the ref in hockey?
No.
Oh, the refs just motherfuck them right back to their face. Shut
you
the
have
fuck
to,
up.
right?
Get the fuck, and they go hard. And that's like what kind of made me want to do this. It was like even the refs are throwing,
Well, the
fuck
refs
yous
are
around.
in insane shape in hockey because they don't
Oh,
do
they
the
have to
line
be.
change.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I
yeah.
asked him about that before. I'm like, question. Because I've
it's-
skated for like 5 minutes and I wanted to die.
Those guys are all good skaters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Like,
Gotta
and
And they
line
do
changes-
it they move around a lot too, right?
Yeah, so there's 4 of them. So you kind of have like your area,
Your zone.
but you're moving with the play. So and you kind of pass it off, like you go from like the blue line to blue line kind of thing, and then the other guys go like kind of the goal line to the far blue line.
Refs
so,
don't get the credit they deserve for being in shape.
the hockey
you're right.
refs,
Hockey refs.
Yeah.
So.
Basketball too.
basketball,
Basketball.
they're running sprints.
Yeah.
They're running.
Who was
Sideline to
Joey?
sideline.
What was the old ref?
Crawford.
Crawford,
Joey
yeah.
Crawford. Yeah.
Telling you,
He's a showman.
Dave, let that take soak. Those the players, the kids who grew up with
That's
the,
what
with
I'm.
the,
It used to be a very
the
blue collar
necklaces.
sport, like in the same thing, like playing stickball, sandlots.
Yep.
Now, when I was coaching, it went to white collar, where kids are paying tens of thousands of dollars a year on training, specialized coaches, the fighting fucking necklaces,
they're not
the
that
red
interesting.
contacts that you can pick up the laces better. That was a big fad.
Wait,
I
I've never even heard of that.
Dude, it was like a 2-3 year thing, maybe. I never got them because I was like, fuck that. But the kids on my travel teams did. But you would get contacts, like prescription contacts. I think Nike actually made them. You can look this. Someone look this up. And when you would look at a player, it was bright red eye, like eye color things.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I've
and
never
people
heard of
had that. It became such a white collar sport that, to Ed's point, like the dugout would be a lot more buttoned up now.
Ain't no George Brett's running around.
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
Ain't no George Brett's.
Talking about a
Right.
tapered shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it was Nike.
It's not running around no more. All right, then. Chaps, thanks for sitting in again.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Love it, boys.
Nice couple weeks. Yeah, a lot of animal talk today. I enjoyed that.
Animal, some sports guys.
Yep.
Do you want to go bow hunting, or not bow hunting, bow shooting with Chief and I soon?
Right now?
Not
No,
right now,
right
but
now.
like in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I'm down.
We got a range right here. We got to get ready for deer
I
season.
don't know if I've ever done.
I don't know if you
hunting.
could do it because ours are so set to us. How tall are you?
Like 5'11".
Yeah, kind of long arms. You might be able to
5'11",
use
6 foot.
mine. Yeah.
I think you'd be fine with yours.
Yeah.
Fine enough, but that's sure they're fitted
like,
to
yeah,
you.
like they have to be.
Yeah.
I'm down to try it out.
I'll let you try it.
Look out for that. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow, Barstool Chicago YouTube. It was a hair shaving challenge between White Sox Dave and Brandon Walker. They, if you notice, Tuesday show to now, Chaps has a haircut.
Way more aerodynamic.
They cut
now.
Chaps' head for the White Sox Dave challenge tomorrow. So tune in and
A barber off.
Yes, a barber off, and see what happens.
The cutoff.
The cutoff. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. See you next time.